Like, let's talk about Aphrodite and sexuality and
Mm.
erotica. They whitewashed that. Why do they always go after poor Aphrodite and sexuality? Well, that's the living principle of everything in life. It's just, it's the union state. It's nature. It's so profound.
It's the creative force.
And yet, that particularly with the feminine, what is it that the patriarch suspects or fears or knows that we in the feminine have not caught on to?
Ah.
Oh, what's the thing? You want the Madonna, but you want the hooker at night in bed. Okay, all right. So when are we supposed to figure that one out?
Mm-hmm.
It's that split. It's the split between the erotic nature and the everyday nature. And we have these multiple natures inside. But so often, people, not just women, will cut off their true Eros, the true delight in the body.
Yeah.
Because it's thin or it's mocked.
Because it's
It's
the
so,
right thing to do.
yeah, and it's so arbitrary. Instead of, well, I could feel that life force in me. I don't have to act it out, but why wouldn't I allow myself to have it? Or even more important, I don't have to give it to anybody. Just because you have an erotic nature or you move through life in a certain way and somebody thinks they have a right to that. No, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're sexy and therefore, oh, no.
Well, would you say that our erotic nature is our divinity?
Absolutely, it's part of it.
Hmm.
It's part of it because, and look at all the things that we call, divine, the whole experience of it. It's, if we understand, or at least question, instead of accepting it, we can say, okay, where does that hold truth? What part of me? How old am I when I think this is true?
Hmm.
And the little 5-year-old say, I'm 5. And it's like, no, honey, okay, you can hold that truth, but that's not for the adult.
Hmm.
As a matter of fact, children usually are more erotic in terms of their natural energy, their delight. They step in the mud, the rain, everything feels, it's like fantastic.
They express it. They just emote it.
It's alive.
Embody it.
And that's what it is. And also the erotic nature could be very, very subtle. All right. We were talking about both our, I think we have many things in common philosophically, and certainly this movie, Dangerous Beauties.
Yes.
There is a confession that Veronica Franco speaks in the movie that I think it should be tattooed on the back of every woman's heart. And it's really how she confesses the truth, her truth of the feminine, not according to the patriarch. What do they see? My ears are falling out. Okay. And we need to be able to look at that. We need to be able to say, why do I believe that? Or why am I being held to that? Or why can't, again, she is the principle, she meaning Aphrodite, is the principle of abandon. She could give herself over. It could be a snowflake. It'd be like, oh my God, you could feel the whole thing. And so that's not good. Why is Friday the 13th considered unlucky in the patriarchal? Because, and all of this can always be found in history, can be found psychologically. We can always do the research and find it. I mean, I literally have almost 4,000 books. I gave 2,000 away just because I want my library so I can go discover all these things, right? And so the beauty of her force field and energy. Why did they go? They don't want the feminine to know her own nature.
That's right.
She may say yes, she may say no. It's up to her.
Well, you can't control her if you do. If,
Yeah, well, the control, but also you can't control her when she delights. Don't laugh now. Really? Okay. When one needs to, it goes against the instincts. And that doesn't mean we switch completely over to the other. It's when it is authentic. Okay, so what is authentic? So it's not the puella. So the puella is the one who uses the Aphrodite energy.
mm-hmm.
It's a kind of a thief. It's the puer is the eternal boy, and the female version of that is the puella.
Okay.
So the puella seduces for power. She's not interested in the soul. She's not interested in relatedness. She's interested in what she can get from the union. She's interested in being powerful over the person, but never taking them to love.
Mm-hmm.
Never taking them to the initiation state of, because when there's real love or love making, you are never the same.
Well, it's a spiritual experience for sure.
You know, it's the whole kind of connection. Yeah. And so, but it's also it's alchemical.
Mm.
You know, there's literally changes. So again, the world, the collective, they can choose anything they wish. But the question is, why are you believing it?
Yeah.